Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And another interesting scenario which we'll discuss today is that creation of the calendar table or the date table. Now you can say that what is big deal on that, right? So you can just create directly, right? Yes, we can do that. So like if you go to the table, either you can put two functions in the DAX is there. One is your calendar and calendar auto. If you take the calendar auto, it will just scan all your the dates whatever you have available on your model, and based on that it will create it. Or if you take the calendar, then it will take the start date and end date. You just specify the start date and end date, and based on that it will create, which is absolutely fine. But this video I'll show you another way to create the date table, which is I will create in the Power Query. Okay, so this is another alternate to the date table. Let's see how to create a date table from scratch in Power BI. So before to that, just imagine that in my order date, right, I have a data from 2014 to 2017. Just remember this. Okay, now let's go to the Power Query here, right? And just bear with me, this video will be little bit long because I need to explain you all the possible scenario how to write, and we'll do some little bit M coding also. Okay, so I don't have anything, right? I don't have anything. I will start from the very scratch. So if you think that there is nothing I want to start from the scratch, let's create a blank query. Right click, new query, blank query. Okay. So here, first of all, I want a list of dates between 1st January of 2014 to 31st December of 2017. So that's the range right now I have in my model. Okay. So here first I will create starting with the static date. Then I will show you how to create the dynamic way also. Okay. So for that, what you need to do, just put a equals to, then say put list dot dates. Okay, this is a function in M language which is called the list dot dates, which will create a list of dates. Enter. Sorry, again it is created. Sorry, so multiple time dates comes. Enter it. So now it will give you a parameter here. Okay, so first parameter is what, second parameter is what, and third parameter is what. Okay. So let me first create a 1 year of data, then I will make it dynamic based on the order date. Okay. So that could be easier to understand. So I say 01 01 2014. Okay. Then I will go for 365 days. Then I say uh, 31st December 2014. Okay, sorry, say 12 31 2014. Okay, oh sorry, this is the duration, sorry, 1 day. Okay, it will take the 365 days and step size will be 1. It will be 1 day, it will be just created. Now click on the invoke and it will create a list of, it will start at 1/1/2014 till 365 days and it will stop at somewhere around 31st December 2014. So completely 1 year of data, and it will create a list. So and just remember that in Power Query we can't do much with the list. So unless until it will be converted into table. So there is a transformation is all available there. Just create on that. So to table. Okay. Nothing needs to be. There is no delimiter for me. I'll just create it. So it will create a table. I'll rename this table as my dates table or calendar table, anything we can say. And this column I will say it is my date. Okay, then I will just try to convert this into the date data type. Done. So we are getting a list of dates. Now we can do anything from here. So add column, you can go here date, selecting the base column. I say year. Okay, again selecting the base column, click on the add column, year, say month, right? Again selecting the date, say month name. So anything you can do it here. Quarter, everything we just create it. So from the scratch, nothing was there, and we just created a simple 1 minute task to create your date table in Power Query also. This is also one more way in Power BI. Now the main thing here is that here the values are static. We are giving that it should start at 1st January 2014 and end at 31st December 2014, right? But my scenario would be I have a data 2014 to 2017, right? And there could be chances tomorrow there would be a load of data extra. Let's say 2018 data, 2019 data got loaded to my data or database, right? So this table should be refreshed in such a way that whatever the data is getting refreshed, the same way this data table will be get coming up. Okay. So for that, I will make this table as a dynamic table, right? So for that, we need little bit encoding. So go to the home tab, click on the advanced editor. Okay. So this is my duration. This is my source. It is taking query one. Query one is nothing but we kept list one dot dates, right? And just it is getting creating the sum. Now before to the source, I will just put a enter. Okay. Then I will slowly, I will gradually, I will create the code here. Okay. So I say first, I say minimum date, okay, sales. How much minimum date I have, okay. So I have a function called list dot min, okay, list dot min. Then I will check from my orders table, orders. Just imagine that this is case sensitive, okay. You should make sure that you are giving the correct, the syntax, order date. So this is my minimum date on my database. Okay, now just see that done. And if you see on the date table itself, before to the source, another variable got created. We click on that, it is giving me 3/1/2014. This is the minimum date right now in my current model. Okay, let's go ahead again. Go to the advanced editor. The same way I will create max date sales. Okay, so this time I will say list dot max. Okay, list dot max. So this time I will consider orders, I say due date, because due date contains always the maximum date only. Okay, now we will putting it done here. Let's see the data is coming or not. Minimum date is coming and maximum date is okay. So this column date, that's what I'm saying. It is very case sensitive. I will see that what is the column name. We don't have any due date column here. Okay. Okay. We have a ship date column. We need to consider the ship date here. All right. That's correct. Absolutely correct. So I say instead of the due date, I will consider here the ship date. Ship date is nothing but my due date only. Okay. So done. Let's see. Yeah. So this is my maximum date on my current model. So 2014 to 2018 somewhere. So data order happened till 2017. So the shipped, suppose you placed a order, the order can be shipped after 3 4 days or 10 days also, right? So that maximum date we have available is till 2018. So the calendar should consider till 2014 to 2018. That's why the maximum date we are considering is the ship date. Okay, make sure that. Okay. Now what we will do? Now again just continues on that. I say minimum year. Okay, minimum year. I say another function I have date dot, okay, year. There is a function called date up year. From which column? I say from the minimum date cell. Whatever the date cells I have, from there I will calculate my minimum year. Same way I will say max year equals to date dot year. Okay, then I say maximum date cells. Okay, right. So now if I say done, so it is minimum date sales, maximum date sales, minimum year is 2014 and the maximum year is 2018. That's why I took the maximum date as a ship date. Okay, let's continue. Go to the advanced editor. Now from here, enter. Now I'll calculate now the minimum date and the maximum date. Simple. Okay. So I say minimum date equals to, I have a function, or rather I can say if uh, a converter which will convert the into date. Okay. So first I will take minimum year, which is my year, whatever the minimum year I have, and month will be started 1 and date also will be started 1. Okay. Same way I say max date equals to, I say date, then I will say max year. Okay, here I will say max year. I say 12 is the month and 31st is my the date. So let's check again. Okay, done. Now you see the minimum date, it is coming as 1/1/2014 and maximum date is coming at 31st December 2018. So this is the range we'll create it. Okay, now you just imagine the order date got changed, the ship date got changed, everything will be dynamic now and everything will be coming to picture. Okay, now again go to the advanced editor here. Only thing I just want to calculate here, another last thing which I calculate is called my duration. How much duration I have between the minimum date and the maximum date. Okay, so I say duration, I have a function called duration dot days. Okay, here say maximum date, hmm, maximum date minus my minimum date, that much I will get it. Okay, and I'm putting a comma. Let's see how much duration I'm getting here. So the duration I'm getting around 1225. But if you compare this data, right, it will always better to take a -1 because it is considering the last value only. So always consider whenever you are calculating the number of days, right, you should always consider -1. That's it. All right. Now what we will do? So we'll just simplify this line so to make it dynamic. So what is query one exactly? Query one is nothing but, if you see, go to the query one. Query one is nothing but list dot dates. So just copy, go to the date table, click on the advanced editor. Sorry, not here. Dates. Click on the advanced editor, and instead of the query, just put the list dot dates. Okay. Now here I can say this part, this 1/1/2014, this part, right? I can clearly define with my minimum date which variable I have. Okay, and the 365 I can clearly mention as my duration, which was earlier all are starting. Okay, so just give me little bit, bracket is missing here, comma is missing. That's it. We are done. Now if I had done it now, right, now if you see, if you just expand the date, we will get so many records till 16. Now it will continue till 2017, 18, everything. And I can clearly delete this, which we started off with just a blank query. I can just delete it out. That was just to showcase how to create it, the way it is created. So we started with a like static case, then slowly we'll make it as a dynamic. Okay. So this is the code we have written. How many lines of code we written? Almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 lines. So argument can be done here, that if you have all the functions there, then why you will create it, right? Yes, obviously. But this is another way to create in the Power Query. Okay. So we have so many options. You should know all the options whatever available in the Power Query. right? This is also a good way, I can say. But only problem is with this is that to create a financial calendar or financial dates, right? In M language, it is quite hard to create it. Though we have a functions for that, but it will be very tricky. Okay, so that time we'll just go switch on to the DAX. But this is one more way to create this. Okay, so hope you learned something new out of this, and hope you like this video. If you liked it, thumbs up, and do subscribe to this channel for more interesting contents like this. Thank you. Have a nice day.